Howdy folks, today I am painting the Scout Trooper from Star Wars Legion that came out in a box set with I think about 6 other uh, models and as a expansion box for the game from Fantasy Flight, now Atomic Mass Games. He was a good little model to put together. 4 simple pieces: the helmet, the left arm, the right arm, and then the body and the torso and the legs, all glued together and then put onto the base that comes with the models. Got him primed and put aside to dry. Once he got dry, I brought him in and used the Citadel Color Contrast Black Templar to get started painting on the black lycra bodysuit that all stormtroopers wear, but it's just more prevalent, more easily seen on the scout troopers because they've got less of that plastisteel armor that the stormtroopers wear, and the scout troopers, all of the Imperial, shock troopers wear this type of armor. Is just the scout troopers wear less of it to make them a little more mobile, a little more able to climb through, trees or rubble or of a city or whatnot, because they're designed as a reconnaissance unit. One of the things I like about them, when we first saw them in Return of the Jedi, they were on the forest moon of Endor, and they were riding those speeder bikes, which we had not seen before, and it was just like really cool seeing them zipping through trees and crashing into stumps and making big explosions and looking pretty cool, chasing after Luke and Leia out there. But really enjoyed getting this guy going. This is another white model. I wanted to show a different way of painting white using the apothecary white. We'll get to there in a little bit, but they're actually really easy to paint using this method. Stormtroopers are difficult to paint sometimes because they are white, and it's if you prime them white, you got a good start. So we went to town here, getting the white base down and then painting up from there. I still, at the end, you'll see the 360, and I think I did a pretty good job on it. Another thing I like about the Scout Troopers is they didn't have the big blaster rifles or blaster carbines, as it were. They just had that single, the pistol, and you could see that they were holstering that in that leg holster down on the right boot. I thought was again, it looked pretty cool. Allowed them to be able to have a decently powerful weapon, but still able to get the only need to use one hand to work it. So the besides the white, which we really already have in place with the spray, most prevalent color on this, of course, is the black. So it did take a while to get it done, get it in all the different creases and crevices underneath the plastisteel. But it was actually pretty good. It's a lot easier to paint than on a regular stormtrooper for to me, obvious reasons. So once I got all of the bodysuit painted in, I went ahead and grabbed the Citadel Color Contrast Basilicanum Gray to do that pistol, just to offset the color, because it's actually supposed to be black, but a black pistol and a black glove doesn't give a lot of difference. So I decided to go ahead and use that basilicanum gray to kind of offset it. That was it. That's all there really was to it. After that, picked up the Apothecary White from Citadel Color Contrast, and it's a kind of a grayish blue tint. It's obviously it's not white, but when you put it on, it looks a lot grayer than when it's done. Once it dries out, it looks pretty good with getting that white, uh, making it look like there's more depth to it than just a slab of plastic, right? So it didn't take long to go over all of it. Again, these are very 2-bit, 4-bit kind of colors when you're talking. If you talk about like computer colors, there's not a lot to them. I mean, there's literally black, gray, and a lighter gray that we call white. I used the Vallejo model color black to ring the base, just to make it, stand out like the rest of my others. Then lastly, to base it, I used the Geek Gaming Scenics fast drying basing glue. Put a couple of drops down on it and then spread around with a little wooden stick that I had hanging around, and then used the Geek Gaming Scenics base ready patch planes to cover it up with. I mean, literally, it's that fast to get him done. So here he is in the round, if you will, 360. I think it turned out really, really good. And then we've got the 4 different stills of the 4 different directions, both sides, the front and the back. So I hope you enjoyed seeing how I paint up stormtroopers. And until next time, we'll see you on the flip side.